this inn is probably... How do I even explain this? I think this might be the weirdest, but I wanted to give the nod to it. There were several horse games. This is not the 3D one. This is actually the one that looks like an RPGMaker game. And I was surprised by it. Mostly the surprise by its existence more than anything. But I just wanted to show it off for a few minutes, and I think it's a good way to... Yeah, let's see if that actually will show up on here or not. Okay. It says I have to switch the screen. Okay, let me see. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, this is the last game for the day. And it is called Potion Pony. And I don't know if it was actually made on the RPGMaker system. Like, you could see the top right there, the little, like, thing. But I don't know. I'm trying to hide that. But this is on Steam. But I don't know if it's actually an RPGMaker game or not. It says it's an RPG, but I don't know if it's actually made from RPGMaker or not, because it looks like it has a lot of assets that are RPGMaker like. So I'm very confused. But I used to do a lot of RPGMaker stuff. I've never successfully made a game, but I really loved messing around with those. And I just wanted to give some love to this game. So, you know what? I'm gonna adjust my screens a little bit, because I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Hang on a second. Let me see. There we go. Because I don't know why I'm having so many bars around it. There we go. That might do better. Let me fix the screen on the thing now. Okay. It's a little wide on this thing. Okay, it's going to look a little bit weird on my thing, but this is the game. So first of all, you have several characters that you can play as. Everything that you do in this game uses mouse controls. And that was one of the first things that caught my attention as somebody that does a lot of RPGMaker stuff. Everything in this game uses just the mouse. Everything. But anyway, we can pick a bunch of different characters. I think the person I played last time was the Huntress. I don't know if this actually has an effect or if it is just aesthetic. I am just going to go through them a little bit. And we're just going to play as the... Let me see. We'll play as the... You know what? I might just do the Huntress again, because I really like the Huntress. And then you can name her. I'm not going to name her. I'm just going to call her the Huntress. And then you can also pick out different ponies. And it says that they have different stats and stuff. I don't know if they actually do. I don't know if this is just different things, because this is supposed to be good with salty winds, and it lived off the coast. This is well-trained, able to go through the undergrowth of the wooded area. This one is a field and meadow sort of pony, sandy terrain of the desert, strong muscles for steep climbing, all this stuff. I don't know. I'm going to do the steep climbing hill pony for this game. I think I did the forest pony before, but then you get to see them. Alright? But the Huntress has spent most of her life riding through the forest and green hills of Wandaria. She feels more at ease, and look, it's your horse. There was a different horse here before when I picked a different horse. She feels more at ease with the wind and the trees than she does in crowded towns. People often left her feeling out of place, but the quiet of the wild was always welcoming. Her pony is her steady companion, the only one she feels she can rely on. However, as they gallop through the winding forest paths, she notices that its steps are beginning to slow. She understands that they need to find a place to rest, somewhere a bit safer than the untamed woods. Just as she begins to head towards the nearest village, a castle forms out of thin air from between the trees. With her pony being as tired as it was, she decides to head towards this strange new place. She hopes it will offer quiet shelter, something she'd find neither in the villages nor the wilderness. See, like, this is very RPG Maker-esque. I don't know which RPG Maker system it would be built on, but basically, over here, you see this little bar? It confused me for a little bit, but you click the bar and care for your pony at the hidden glades. Open the map and locate your directions. You can toggle the map between local map and world map with the map type button. At the bottom of the local map, you can see what ingredients spawn in the area. Again, this is called Potion Pony. The unstuck button can be used if you're unable to move. Use the local map to find the stables and take your pony to the paddock. So yeah, there is like the big area too. So if you're needing help trying to find a specific place, you can do that. So, and you can go ahead and click on these. We're not going to do too much, but you can click to go everywhere. But we're going to just go to the stables real quick. And you can use directional buttons and stuff too. You can. I can also just use the mouse. So we're going to unmount. And then we're going to care. So once you're in the stables, you can care for your horse. Now, I do remember at one point accidentally clicking a button, and it also brought up the pony care system. And again, there is a different look depending on which horse you got in the stable. So it looked different when I had a different horse. Take your pony's saddle off to begin pony care. So we're going to take it off. You can feed your pony hay with this button. Hay can be purchased from the farmer. Your pony's tummy may grumble often, but it does not mean it needs to eat right away. Your water bucket can be refilled at wells found in various locations. It's good to water your pony when they become thirsty. It will keep them happy and healthy. Dirt and muck can collect on your pony's hooves and need to be cleaned, otherwise it will cause discomfort and your pony will be displeased. If your pony becomes filthy, their tack will not sit right. They'll become upset and refuse to listen to your commands. When you're done, remember to put the saddle back on, or your pony will take a break in the paddock. Care for your pony often, and they'll become your best friend. So up there at the top, with that black horse with a heart, that is their friendship. And the one below it is their comfort levels and their needs. So we're going to give it a little hay. You notice it fills up a little bit. We're going to give it a little water. Feels a lot better. We're going to do some taking care of, like some cleaning. A little extra cleaning. When you were cleaning your pony's hooves, you noticed the horseshoes are in bad shape. Perhaps there's some replacement horseshoes in the stables. The owner of this place would surely understand that your pony needs to have their horseshoes in good shape. You can ride your pony inside the stables, they might appreciate coming with. I will say one of the issues with this, you do have to put the saddle on. Sometimes you can't ride the horse. Sometimes I have trouble mounting and dismounting. So I will say that's one of the issues with this game, is that I have trouble sometimes mounting and dismounting. Like if your horse is in a weird angle, sometimes they won't mount, especially if you're using the directional buttons. But we're just going to go over here. Looks like you can have a whole bunch of horses here. There's a crate here, and while it doesn't have horseshoes, it does have the blueprint. It also contains the necessary items to create them. You should take them to the forge and craft the horseshoes. This book can help you manage your ponies and keep the stable organized. Ponies, plural. If your pony disappears and you're unable to find it anywhere, you can use the reset pony option. You're also able to rename your pony if you like at any time. Other features may be added later. These look like weapon stands, but the size of them suggests that they may be for lances. Jousting is a popular sport in these lands, but it wouldn't be unusual if this was the case. The pony appears to be daydreaming. There's a strange saddle on this rack. It appears to have holes in the sides of it and a fancy inscription. It says, "Fly Swift, Hannelore." We'll just go ahead and move on. So we need to find the blacksmith. So let me take a look real quick. The forge is up there. Oh, and we can't take the horse in, obviously. So let me just go in now. Oh. let's move the horse a little bit down first. And then let's go in there. Now, I have turned it on so that my horse and character will always run. Sometimes it feels like they move a little bit faster than other times. Not always, but it is a thing. Now, if we click on this over here, what would you like to craft? Some horseshoes. Okay, we have exactly the amount we need. So we're going to craft it, and we're going to go in a little bit of a mini game. Essentially, every time that we see an arrow, we got to click on it. Again, I think this is an RPGMaker game. And we've created some copper horseshoes. Horseshoes help keep your pony from getting tired too quickly. You will find them in your saddlebag, and then you may equip them. You can check the durability of the current horseshoes at the stables. Now that your pony is cared for and has new horseshoes, you feel like you should continue your journey. It feels a bit wrong to take things and leave, but with the castle door being locked, there's not much more you can do. So let's check out our saddlebag. Let's check out our satchel. And we got some horseshoes. Let's equip them, and then we'll replace our current horseshoes. Perfect. We also have some day speckle mushrooms. We got potions and saddlebags. We got some buckets of water. So that's nice. I'm going to press the escape key to get down. We have options. Again, we have the always run. There's dialogue sounds. There's a whole bunch of little effects here. You can also check out the gameplay controls here if you need them. Again, I'm mostly using the mouse. Just to show this off, I'm mostly using the mouse. Alchemist Castle key acquired. This looks like it could be the key to the castle. It just teleported here. How very strange, but you feel like you owe it to the owner to investigate. They could be in trouble. Well, we're going to leave the horse here for a little bit. It should be fine wandering the area. And we're going to go up here. And listen, these are some really good RPG. I played mostly the two RPGMaker games that I know is RPGMaker 2000 for the PlayStation. That was like my first introduction to RPGMaker. And then the other one I played is RPGMaker VX Ace. So I don't know if these are assets that are from like a different version of RPGMaker or if these are custom assets. But like these do feel like RPGMaker assets. And if I'm wrong and this is not an RPGMaker game, I'm so sorry, but this still looks like a lot of the assets that are similar to RPGMaker games. Like even if you're not making it on an RPGMaker system, it does still feel like the assets that you could be potentially used in those games. Like, I'm still impressed. You made this using mouse and keyboard. Like, I'm still impressed. Finally, someone has arrived. Yes, you! I was so concerned that you wouldn't find that key. It was already challenging enough to break the invisibility spell. Don't even get me started on what it takes to teleport objects. I need your help. The Grand Alchemist has been missing, and the orders have been piling up. Right. I guess I perhaps should first introduce myself. I'm Porter, the Will-O-Wisp, and this is the castle of the Grand Alchemist. I need someone to make these potions and get them delivered. You have a pony, yes, and hands? Good, good. Follow me. Ah, right. I'm at the top of the tower in the workshop. You can use the teleporter next to you or take the stairs. So the teleporter, I'm going to click on it, and you can just teleport to everything that you need. But I'm just going to show off the area a little bit, just show you how it looks. We're not going to be doing too much exploration after today and in this moment, but like, this is a well-designed alchemist tower. I love the inside garden. Now, there's a couple of rooms we can't get into. This painting seems to be of green mountains during a stormy dusk. Like, I don't think we can go in there yet. Yeah, the door is locked. Is that a little guy in a cage? But most of the stuff is over here, on this side. There is a basement. I don't think I went to the basement. But yeah, it's got like this little silo thing, and there is a little warp point. There's another warp here. It's the kitchen area. This is our bedroom. I'm just curious. I want to see what happens if I click the mirror. Oh, it shows us. There seems to be a diary and a key. You decided to leave it alone for now. I guess I can't change my outfit. Empty dresser. Perhaps the Grand Alchemist had time to collect his belongings before he disappeared. I guess it makes sense that we can't change our outfit. And then this is the top of the watchtower. Before we get started, if you would, could you pick up the recipe behind me? It's basking in the sunlight, as recipes do. You found the recipe for Potion of Strength. It has been added to your recipe book. Before you can deliver potions, you must learn how to make them. I didn't agree to this. You will need to use this motor and pestle. Simply use these items to create the potion. I shall bestow upon you the required ingredients. Hey, wait a minute. It's just that you're already here with a pony, and I'm sure deep down you'd like to make potions. Almost as if this is a potion pony adventure. Oh, yeah, I do. I guess that makes sense. It makes sense. This is a potion pony adventure. Then it seems we've come to an understanding. I'll give you everything you need to get started. I believe in you. So over here we have a little motor and pestle. This is where the magic happens. You have 3 options here. The motor and pestle will let you create the last potion you made. So if you want to go back and make the same potion over and over, that's what you click on. The ingredient bag tells you all the special information on the ingredients you have. By the way, these screens right here are clearly handmade or something like that. I assume somebody handmade these. Like the starting screen with the horse and like the castle and stuff too were also handmade. So, and then they were just put in here, and they were given like places where you could click on them. So I want to talk about how that's impressive too. And I'm, you know, again, this is RPGMaker-esque game. This is an RPGMaker-esque game. And the recipe book will let you select what recipe you want to make. I think you got it from here. Now create a potion of strength and return to me with the results. Please press the interact button to open the recipe book. Up and down to scroll the pages. Left and right to control select the recipe. And this allows you to learn more about each of the ingredients. But we don't need to do that now. Okay, the X button isn't working. I have to press escape sometimes. But we're going to do this. How to use. Select a tab to choose the potion element. It will show all the ingredients that work with the potion in order of effectiveness. Press the create button to begin creating your potion. Only 3 ingredients are required to make a potion. Choosing the most effective ingredients will grant you a better quality of potion. All potions need 1 essence, and happy potion making. How do I move on? Okay, I guess that way. So we're going to make a strength potion, and these are all the ingredients we can use. These are all the ingredients we can use. We're going to create it. Ingredient selection will show effectiveness. A circle, when you click on it, will mean low effective. A square means medium, and a triangle means high effectiveness. Triangle means that you've got it perfect. So all of these have a triangle. That means we've done a really good job. So we're going to create it, and then we can use an essence. So we're going to use this one because it's the only one. It also has a triangle. And then we're going to click this to mix up the potion. And then we're going to add this essence. And then add this water. And there we go. Potion of Strength. And I've just clicked on the little fire rune. And then I clicked on the water to get the potion fixed. You've completed your first potion. Speak to Porter, the Will-O-Wisp, and show him your reaction. Oh, wonderful! Someone with hands who is not a complete fool! I was fairly worried about who would show up once I took down the invisibility spell. There's lots to learn about potion making, but over time I'm sure you'll become a master. In the future, you can use the cauldron behind me to make essence. It's a necessary item for all potions. It works by transmuting the ingredients into a base form, so the end result depends on the rarity of the ingredient. I'll give you some common essence to get started, in case you feel inspired in the field. Ingredients are found all over the world, but they tend to be found in predictable places. Now then, it's time to get this potion of strength to the Roseberry Inn. It's well overdue. Your mighty steed will have to take you there. Okay, we're just going to teleport back. Okay, it looks like these teleports are one way. Okay, well, I'm going to grab my horse then. And again, this game feels like it's made more for, like, mouse controls. Okay, yeah, here's the issue. The Ocarina kind of confuses the horse. You summon the horse with the Ocarina, and then it just gets confused. Now, I'm going to go to the place that I need to go to, but I'm going to take my time and just kind of explore. Because there's a lot of items that you can find along the way. You can find them floating around like this. They're really easy to find. You just kind of have to look around. And every time that you load a new screen up, more items will pop in. So you can easily go back and forth finding stuff. Your pony has a wide range of behaviors. Pay attention to them, and if they require care, take them to a stable. There are obstacles in the world that may frighten your pony and cause them to require care sooner. With a higher bond, ponies will feel braver, and these obstacles will no longer be a threat. Roseberry is to the south. Head through the clover fields, then turn north at the next crossroads. Now your pony whinnies in a joyous way. Now, if you touch something, your pony is frightened by this creature. So I got the forest one, and it was not scared of any of the creatures here. So there is like a little bit of variety to the creatures. So good to know. If you have certain types of horses, they might be more easily scared by certain creatures than others. But we're supposed to go south. I'm just going to explore the area and collect some materials. So, is it this? Okay, it's squirrels. It's afraid of squirrels. You can also find Easter eggs. Yes, just literal Easter eggs laying out and about on the ground. Can't believe my horse is afraid of a little squirrel. But I guess they don't see squirrels up in the mountains. What about this? Okay. Okay, apparently it's scared of a bunch of creatures. This is a rabbit root. It's not actually a carrot. They've got a few different names for all these things. And that's okay. We're just going to collect a few more things. Our horse's stomach is rumbling. That's probably because it's anxious. But there is a stable in the next area. I'm just kind of seeing what the horse likes and dislikes. Apparently the horse doesn't like a lot of things. Now I don't... Oh, there is a day and night cycle. Because it is now 6:38 p.m. This is an RPGMaker game. Anyway. Oh, and again, this is an RPGMaker game. Your horse will sometimes just shit. This is realistic though. This is the most realistic horse game so far. 10 out of 10. Anyway. No, maybe not realistic, but like not most realistic because alchemy and stuff like that, potion making. But like I don't know many horse girl games where it like talks about the fact that like every time you're riding a horse, it's just randomly shitting everywhere. Because that's a thing that they do. Listen, I live in Kentucky. I'm living around horses all the damn time. I know this is a thing. They never talk about the horses shitting everywhere. I'm not even joking. This is just a normal thing. Anyway, I really appreciate the game having some bit of realism when it comes to the horse shit. I really appreciate that. Horses don't know the meaning of the word, like, modesty or, like, self-control. They just go wherever they want. Anyway, our horse is feeling very content. Looks longingly at any water you want to go by. Okay, apparently this guy is very sensitive. Really? Again? Okay, we're gonna put him down. Not in the euthanizing way. In the I need to put him into a stable and like feed him way. Anyway. There we go. My partner's losing their mind back here. Not that kind of putting down. Anyway, I don't think you can actually talk to people. Let me see. Yeah, the people won't actually talk to you. I don't actually mind that. I think the whole point of this game is to actually just, like, do work and take care of the horse and do potion making and stuff like that. Deliver potion to Roseberry Inn. Okay. I've earned 5,000 for that one potion. The innkeeper seems mildly confused at first, but then remembers the order he placed. He takes it happily and pays handsomely for it. Return to Porter, the will-o-wisp at the hidden Glade Castle with news of your success. Like, is it kind of sad that there's no, like, proper socialization and stuff, like, on here? A little bit. Also, a lot of games that insist that they have, like, good, like, social qualities and stuff on these kinds of games are usually lying. Listen, every time I think of a game that says, oh, look at how in-depth our socialization is, I immediately go back to freaking Fae Farm. And, like, think about, like, how good, quote-unquote good, their socialization is. Man, this horse poops a lot. Yeah, get that manure. We can't use it as fertilizer, so I'm assuming there's a crop growing thing. But, like, every time I think of, like, socialization, I think of, like, Fae Farm and the quote-unquote good socialization and dynamic relationships you can have. Like, that game was garbage when it came to, like, socialization. Anyway, I think after you go over an area, it might take, like, about 24 hours or, like, at least the next day before they produce a lot more. If you do miss something, there's a chance that it'll disappear. Like, it'll produce a couple of things, like this. But once you go over it once, they're not going to spawn in a lot. I say that, and then there was, like, several things in a row that spawned in. But, like, you're still better off just waiting a little bit. Just go back home a little bit and then come back. Oh, I missed one. If I see him on the road, on the side of the road, I'll get him. But that's pretty much it. I think he's done using the restroom. I don't know if it's a he or a she. I don't think it can give a gender. But we are going to go back. And we are going to talk to Porter. We got a kitchen, a bedroom, workshop, basement, and a garden. Not available in demo. Okay. Okay, so there is a garden area. We just can't use it yet. So, I'm assuming there is going to be like some sort of farming or gardening element. Splendid, splendid. You have proven capable. Here, this is for you. It's a magical scroll that will let you know what orders need to be done. Just activate it and you can accept orders from anywhere. Now then, next order of business. We need to find where exactly the Grand Alchemist disappeared to. Yes, this is his castle after all. He's been missing for a very long time. I've got a plan, however. You see, in the city of Hearthborn, he had a magnificent shop. But since he's been gone for so long, it's now up for sale. If you were able to earn enough money to buy it, we'd be able to search for clues. Unfortunately, it's not going to be an easy task. I've heard that the bid is up to 1,000,000 gold coins. To maximize profits, head to the cozy village of Fairgrove and speak to the mayor in front of the town hall. She'll be able to help. can find Fairgrove by traveling through the Elder Forest. Best luck to you. So, we don't have any... Okay, we have a strength potion for... Oh, we can... Okay, we can have up to 3 orders at any point. But now we have to go... Ooh! Look, I can look at my own castle. We have to go to Fairgrove. I think I'm going to pause here. But I want to go to the store page and talk a little bit about it. Specifically, I want to read over the about, because it is discover and collect ingredients, create and deliver potions, care for your pony, and travel the world of Everwin. And then here's some of the things that we didn't get to discover in this. Buy and upgrade various potion shops. Making your customers happy with deliveries is just the first step. To truly restore alchemy to Everwin, you'll need to invest your hard-earned payments into your own potion shops. These will sell your creations and plus the profits while you're out exploring. Upgrade your shops to maximize their potential as you work towards recovering the Grand Alchemist's abandoned shop in the capital city of Hearthborn. Craft horseshoes at the forge to make traveling more comfortable for your pony. We already saw that a little bit. Participate in jousting tournaments. So jousting is a thing. You're going to be able to joust. Discover the different ranks as you entertain onlookers at the jousting arena. Earn gold and impress your peers. Collect pet followers. Unlock several pet followers through quests and other means. They will follow you when you're riding, walking, or when the pony is following as well. And then garden for pony treats. Buy seeds and start gardening for pony treats. These treats will increase your pony's bond or restore their energy on the go. And then go on an unforgettable journey with your pony by your sides. Create potions, gather ingredients, and care for your pony as you seek to unravel the mystery of the Grand Alchemist's disappearance. Travel the world, acquire lost knowledge, and purchase and upgrade shops to help build your presence in the lands of Everwin. This is an RPG Maker game. There are very few discussions on this, and there is like some issues, like especially with the melody when you summon the horse. It does kind of like mess it up, and it makes it think that you're on the horse, but you're not actually on the horse. You have to unmount it in order to properly mount it. But I love this little game. I don't really like horse games. I love this game. I'm following this, and I want to play it properly when it comes out. I'm really impressed by this game. I don't want to go too deep into it, but like this feels like a game where the horses aren't the horses are the main feature, but they're not the main thing. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it. Like the horses are the main features, but there's so much more going on that I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like most of the time you play a horse game, you're expecting the exact same thing, but this it does it so differently. And it's an RPG Maker game. They did this with an RPG Maker system. With like RPG graphics and RPG rules and coding, and like the person that made this is so I don't know how you did it. And listen, I'm fully I can fully admit that I am not really good at coding or programming or anything like this. I'm still blown away that you made this with mouse controls. And maybe like newer versions of RPG Maker make it easier to use mouse controls, because I know it was like you had to use like a lot of like side code and stuff like that, or like pre-made code in order to get like mouse controls to work on like RPG Maker VX Ace. And even then it was a bit of a pain, but like I'm very impressed by this project. I'm just so impressed by it. But I think I'm going to end it here. This is the game that I wanted to show off at the end. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this. I went a little bit longer, but I actually found so many games that I wanted to show them all off. But yeah, I think that's all. Unfortunately, there were a few games that I liked that I didn't show off because they had AI connected to them, and it sucks because like a few of them looked really nice, and then I saw the AI thing, and I was like, well, if you're emitting this part of AI, I don't know how much of it you're not emitting to. Does that make sense? Like if you're willing to say this about the sound and you're willing to say this about the art, how do I know there isn't parts of the game that are AI generated that you're not talking about, or stuff like that? So I didn't touch them. So I assume that every single game that I put on here has no AI generation, because I checked like every single one of them. At this point, none of them had a warning saying that they had AI associated with them. This could change, like in future developments and stuff. So one of them might post it and readjust it, but at this point, none of them has anything to do with AI, but they could later. So I'm just giving out that warning now. But either way, I had fun. I think this game and Restory and Luz Lagoon were probably my favorite. But I also, listen, I liked all of them. I think every game that I showed off today, I really liked. I had trouble figuring out what games to play today because there was a lot of good games. There was a lot of good games. I feel like I struggled a bit more with like the last one for like the earlier Steamfest of this year. This one had a lot of good games. Anyway, I'm done rambling now. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to follow me here, or you can follow me on YouTube. I'll be cutting these up into smaller videos and posting them all on YouTube. So, I probably will put the idle games all together, but like the other ones will probably get their own little separate videos. Except maybe Decaduck. I don't know how I'm going to do that one, because it was kind of short. I probably will do it by itself. I don't know. So some of these videos might be an hour long, like Moonlight Peaks, and then others might be a little bit smaller. It kind of varies, depends on the game. But either way, thank you all so much, and I will see you all again soon. Until then, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.